Welcome to our next instalment of the PFA Interview Series. I'm Melissa Kingham with the PFA Executive Committee, and today I would like to welcome Andrew Johnson, CEO and Managing Director of Intermain, to talk about the workplace environment, trends in fit-out design, adapting to the new normal, and where he sees opportunity for business and workplaces going forward. Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks, Melissa. Great to be here.
Before we start, it would be good to hear about the Intermain business so that our listeners get an insight into why we've invited you here today.
Well, Intermain is one of Australia's leading refurbishment and fit-out businesses. We're passionate for delivering commercial, industrial, government spaces Australia-wide. We've delivered numerous fit-outs across Australia for the likes of Microsoft, DHL, Centuria. Presently we have 150 people working for us who've been with us for many years.
We're living in a strange world at the moment. What's been your key takeaways from the past 11 months?
Well, I think that COVID has definitely accelerated some of the trends that have already been occurring. There's definitely been more think pods. There's I think people will be building more offices because there'll be people that maybe they might be slightly anxious that they want their own little space. I think that workstations, the open workstations, there are people that having to wipe them down all the time, and I think lockers will come to the fore where you actually have to take your stuff and put it in a locker, and I think the flexible working space will be different.
And you were talking, I've heard it mentioned that there's heat mapping now in workspace environments. Can you explain a bit about that?
We went into an office the other day and it was quite amazing. There was a large screen and it was all flexible workspace, and you had all these hotspots and you could actually see exactly who was working in a particular area. So if you actually wanted to go and sit next to a colleague, you could go and find them on the map, and then you could just go and sit in that particular area rather than going around a massive floor plate trying to find the person.
And what are you seeing in terms of hygiene conscious finishes? There's been a lot of discussion in this space. Can you just explain a bit about that?
Well, there's antimicrobial products. Brass and copper are very good hygiene-wise, as well as there's certain laminates and finishes which are better to use, for sure.
And are you seeing clients requesting those, or are you offering those, or how's that evolving?
Well, it's more along the architects. The architects that we've been working with, they're the ones that are doing all the hard work and making sure that they've got the right intel to make sure the right products are being used. We're doing an office at the moment. It's interesting. It's a large industrial site that clients moving into from the city. They are going to put the headquarters there. They've got censored doors, censored taps. Everything is censored, no touch points.
And in terms of costs for fit out, is it adding a lot of cost to the program, or how does that play out the bottom line?
Well, sadly enough, nothing's free in this world. Yes, they definitely adding costs. I think it comes down to the more frequently items are being used, the price will come down. I think when we first started using LED lighting in our offices, the troffer lights in the ceilings, they were very expensive. They were like $150 a light versus a normal light, fluoro light was $40. And now you can get the everything's LED and it's basically the same price. So I think it all comes down to being an early adopter. If you want to go with the technology off the bat, that's when it'll cost you. But I think that there will be some sort of hybrid where people will be working maybe 1 or 2 days from home.
And in terms of fit out and design, are you seeing a push for local suppliers?
100%. A lot of our clients, they have products and coming in from overseas, from Asia, from America, Europe, and being held up on ports, which is a big thing. So I always say that people have got very short memories. It's okay to say to them in the beginning of the job that it might be a delay because of being held up on a port. But when it comes down to it in the end, they've got a very short memory that we actually told them that, and they get upset because the job runs late. So I think that a push for local manufacturing is a big thing.
Right, and then you're doing quite a few refurbishment projects at the moment. You've got a few of those in the Sydney CBD and other CBDs. How is that going with less people being around?
Well, never been a better time to refurbish your buildings. There's less people in the city. There's less distractions. There's more parking. Even the traffic wardens are trying to keep away. They're a bit scared. Yeah, generally, I think it's a good time, especially if you're upgrading your foyer. You're doing facades of buildings. We're doing a couple of facades at the moment, and traffic control. It's definitely it saves you out of hours work. There's less people around.
Well, Andrew, I'd like to thank you for your time today, and I wish you all the best with your business and building refurbishments.
Fabulous. Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.